Hello, everybody. It's your boy Isaac, and welcome back. So, apparently, I forgot we have no Tuesday with Trey Blowski episode today. Trey has been moving lately, so he's not been available. So, I was already in the urge of playing the Crew Motorfest, so I was like, hey, might as well record what I'm doing. Because you've already seen, like, the start of it and all that mess, so. And if you watch the last two streams, you've been seeing me doing a lot of the playlists, so. Today we're doing vintage. And this, by the way, this is our customized Cadillac, 1950s Cadillac. I'm sure some people out there are like, oh god, what did he do to it? Nothing horrible. Yet. Although, I'm usually pretty good about customized cars. Do they got racing? Yes. What's this? Can we make it bigger? Thanks. Nice. Okay. Pretty much got her upgraded as far as the game will let us. But yeah, it wouldn't even let me play this playlist unless I bought this car. So hey. Which I'm not completely complaining. Grandma here has got some motor to her. It's a little hard to handle though. Again, this is like a 1950s car. They didn't have something like power steering. Or of course, I'm probably ruining somebody's poor vehicle. Oh no! Not the Volkswagen bus! I apologize immediately to my favorite comedian, because I'm about to destroy this thing. Oh boy. By the way, we are definitely not getting any ad revenue from this, so if you want to support us, there's, of course, the Isaac and Friends merch, there's the Dovey site. We do have super thanks, but I don't really care to ask for that because I think everybody should get something for their money,
Okay, it's all nice, colorful, and lovely, but stay focused. Combis are awesome, but driving them in a race isn't exactly a walk in the park. They're a tad stiff and they got a high center of gravity. So, what's your curves?
Right?
The good news is, everyone's driving a Combi. Oh, I forgot to tell you. From now on, your cars will be equipped with nitrous oxide system. Give it a shot.
Who puts NOS on a bus? As I feel the judging eyes of a comedian from California. It would be nice. It would be awesome to be able to meet
On top of
Fluffy
being a road
once.
legend, this fan got a whole lot of names and nicknames over the years. Depending on the country, it is known as the Bulldog or the Split because of its distinctive split screen. And of course, Combi 21 because of its 21 windows. Yeah, that's a lot.
This is actually kind of cool being able to drive around a little
Let's push that
bus.
good old Type 2 engine to its absolute limit. You know about the Volkswagen engine types, right?
No? You gonna tell me? I'd like to know. Miss Mechanic, can you tell me? Watch as we get copyrighted for really, really old songs. Oh.
Mulligan.
Whoa. Okay. Old Bessie does
Call
not.
this a do-over.
Old Bessie does not like to turn. Got it. She's not no sports car, that's for sure. Look, everyone, it's the slowest race on Earth. I'm not gonna lie. That motor sounds like the kid giving somebody a raspberry. Ugh.
Watch that final turn. It's pretty sharp. Use your brakes.
Nah, I'm gonna just drift the bus.
That's the finish line right there. Come on, all out.
Oh, it doesn't let me do the horn. Is it bad that I can imagine Trey just having one of these and just having a puppet in each and every window?
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one.
By the way, for those of you not
The next
familiar,
stop is all the
my
way
buddy
north.
Trey Blowski is what he calls his channel, and who he is. He does a
The
YouTube
vintage
channel
team
where he
has yet
does
another
gaming
road
with
trip prepared for you.
puppet characters. He used to
You'll
do
have
a
to
bit of
reach
a
an unknown location
VTuber, but now he's a
using the
PNG
instructions you've been given,
because
just like you did before.
his yellow puppet tuber VTuber avatar was just scary as all crap. I swear the thing tried to. I felt like that thing was trying to eat my soul. So, but as we drift the Grandpa Mobile. Hey, look, Granddad, your favorite Cadillac is an awesome drift machine. You're not supposed to do that, son. You're supposed to respect the speed of the car. I am respecting it, but making it drift.
That's just another perfect opportunity for you to discover the island at your own pace and enjoy that 60s vibe some more. I can tell you, this isn't about the destination, it's all about the journey.
Whee! See, Grandpa, your car drifts just fine. There's a visitor. It's Furry. Hi, Moon Pie. Hi, buddy. Hey, meow. Aw. Kitty wants to join us. There we go.
Icing on the cake.
Everybody,
Your
this is
ride
Moon
will be the
Pie, if you
eternal
haven't seen him before.
1969 Mustang Bus 429.
He's my kitty cat. He lives in my studio apartment with me. He likes to add an extra level of difficulty. We call difficulty cat. Because he likes to bump his face into mine when I'm playing racing games. Or any game for that matter. Good old Dubby. Ooh, we get to race him. We get to drive a Mustang Boss. Oh, it's follow the clues again.
Okay, we're in for another nice and sweet ride. Keep an eye on your instructions, and you should reach that secret destination in no time.
Another Mustang Boss 429. Apparently some of these older cars they'd actually tell you what the engine power was on the side of the car and the name of it.
Look at that giant stone. Can you see the turtle?
Yeah.
You got it. Stay on the right.
Whee! Having fun with the Mustang. And people wonder why I like Mustangs so much. Oh. Wrong turn. We made the wrong turn at Albuquerque. Whee! Watch as we get claimed for 80-year-old songs, kitty.
You should see a church soon. Take a left right in front of it.
Whee! As we scare the crap out of Grandma. Hello, everybody. All right, dirt road it is.
Don't miss it.
That's not the road, that's somebody's field. Sorry.
Hey, did you
Hey,
know
Dodge.
that the Mustang Bus 429 was originally built to compete in motorsports competitions?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
It's one of the rarest and most expensive muscle cars ever. So keep that in mind before doing anything rash, okay? Plus, I love that car.
I mean, who doesn't love the Mustang Boss? But that is actually kind of sad about a lot of these really cool cars. Like, you're not gonna get any. You're never gonna see them in real life anymore because they're so old. That, you know, they're so old, and some of them, there's only like 100 of them that get made.
Not to the bridge.
So if you do see them, you know, they're rust buckets or somebody just left them out somewhere. Why I like things like Fast and Loaded with Gas Monkey Garage, and then bringing back some of the older ones. And
You should be closing in. Good job.
Oh, you mean the thing that says 60s?
There is the finish line. Gun it.
In the old military base.
Good job, driver. New challenges lie
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. But, yeah, you know. Actually, I mentioned this in my Need for Speed Heat Let's Play. Or gameplay videos back in the way, if you want to check out that playlist.
Dirt roads,
I have one.
sunflower fields, and time attack.
I usually try to keep
That's
everything
right.
in a
You're
playlist, I
riding
just
in the
haven't been
70s.
doing it lately. But, yeah, interesting little fact about cars. That in like the early 1900s, or in the yeah, 1900s,
The Nissan Fairlady Z432.
almost every
First,
single
traction
car was
control
custom
has
made.
Just made its debut.
So you would buy like the frame, and then you would have like an artist or somebody custom build like what you wanted the outside and the interior to look like. It really was only until after Henry Ford and the Ford Company basically built and created the first assembly line that you actually had cars that just came off the assembly line as is. Ooh, a Fairlady Z432. Ooh, a 19... Oh, okay, that looks awesome. That is an awesome looking car. It's like a muscle car, but it's Japanese muscle car. I love it.
Okay, so this is a rally, right? So I'll be your co-pilot. Pay attention.
You have my attention.
Light curve on the right.
Like, this is like your favorite anime protagonist car back in the 70s and 80s right here.
Watch that left curve.
Not gonna lie, like, these older cars, they definitely... If you took care of them, they lived forever.
Ain't the traction control edition yet.
Especially, Japanese-made cars. Like, a Japanese car, especially from that era, is like a Nokia phone. You could not kill them if you tried. And it's actually what made so many people so interested in the United States and the rest of the world about these cars, is because
There's gonna be a long left, then a long right.
in comparative to a lot of your Western cars, like, the motors on those things just survived whatever the heck you threw at it. It was the kind of car that could literally survive a nuclear holocaust, basically. The variety of vehicle that no matter what you did, it would still survive. Which was a testament to my 1986 Nissan Stanza. The thing had...
That car back in one piece. We can have a chat.
I mean, I had to replace a lot of parts.
Full speed.
Replace a lot of parts for it. And again, that was after it had like nearly 200,000 miles on that sucker. And it had been ridden hard and put away wet. Literally. And even then, I mean, I had to replace like a little bit of the steering column, an alternator, power steering on it, the fuel pump, which was an external fuel pump, so we didn't have to drop the gas tank or anything like that, thank goodness. I mean, but the thing is like, the fact that it was so old, And yeah, it needed some work, but that's also because, again, it didn't receive the proper care. Even though it was beat up and tortured practically, it still ran pretty well. It was still a pretty good little car.
Jump right. Right again, then left. Don't miss the bridge.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Even after the main oil seal on that thing busted finally, it would still drive. Leaked oil like a sieve, and you constantly had to put oil in it so the engine wouldn't blow up, but,
Bam. Finish line.
yeah. It survived. It survived a lot. Oh, hi, Mwah. Mwah. Double cat kiss.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event. The 70s was such a lively era, and that's something we really wanted you to feel. That's why we're going for a vibrant, high-paced event. Get ready for a disco face-off.
Whee! Come on, Grandpa, we're going for a run. Oh no, my poor hams. Why would you do this to me? Oh, why would you do that? Eh, he's fiberglass. You're made of actual metal. You're a tank compared to him. That was actually humorous when I was driving my 1986 Nissan.
Driving is an absolute collector's piece. She's red, she's Italian, and she has shaped car history like all her big sisters before her.
But
I'm talking about the Ferrari 365 GTB4, also known as the Ferrari Daytona.
Nice. But yeah, because I live in Florida, you have these rednecks who drive these giant trucks, and they're like, haha, I have the big machine, I can boss everybody else around. I looked at them most of the time and I said, haha, your big truck's made out of plastic, mine's actual metal. You hit me, your truck's the one that's gonna be needed replaced. Aw, sorry, Moon Pie. Ooh, hello. Burn, babe, burn! Of course! Burn!
Don't get distracted by this jaw-dropping landscape. This face-off needs your absolute focus.
What is the opponent driving? Is that a Porsche?
You're driving a powerful car, and this route should allow you to reach maximum speed, but it is not devoid of curves, so watch it.
Well, of course. But this girl handles good. See, this game alone is just bringing out the car jockey in me, and I don't know where he's been for 20-some years.
Now keep these guys at bay.
For 10 years, actually, I should say. Oh, hell no, you don't pass me. Not letting you take the lead that easily, computer. Just because I'm talking. Oh, you fucker.
In your face, sucker. Sorry. I told you this car cars on the planet. And Ferrari's most feared weapon on racing tracks.
I bet.
Looks like you're the one calling the shots. Impressive. Her list of feats is beyond impressive, with spectacular wins in some of the most famous 24-hour competitions.
Wow.
That's what actually got her the nickname Ferrari Daytona.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out, yeah, there are racing events that go on for like 24 hours, 48 hours. Like some of the Gran Turismo ones, the actual racing event is a very long event. It's not just NASCAR. I don't know all of the stuff. Like, my dad probably knows way more about racing than I do. But then again, my dad is also the car nut, so... Although nowadays he's busy more trading his big rigs than he is his cars more often than not. My dad's what's called owner-operator when it comes to 18-wheelers. Meaning that the person that he's actually a truck driver that owns his 18-wheeler. So he owns the truck. I can tell you right now, I would not want to be him. Actually, something my dad has actually told me is like, son, if you ever think about becoming a truck driver, don't be an owner-operator. Just work for the company. That way, if the truck breaks down, it's their problem. And I can't say I disagree. Because every time I turn around, I hear him talk about another $30,000 bill on that truck. Although I would think, you know, he'd get him paid off, then trade him in, and I'm like, oh, well, this truck has this thing, but this problem that happened to it. I'm like, did you not look at the reviews, Dad?
Finish line is right there. All you gotta do now is
Like, I'm pretty sure some truckers out there are bound to have reviews on these trucks. I'm like, this truck is poo, this truck is good. Truck driver forums, I'm sure they exist.
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver. We're now going for our final time jump. A skip towards yet another very popular decade, the 80s.
Oh
To
God.
introduce the decade of the mixtape, I believe the vintage con team went for a slightly different kind of atmosphere. But I can tell you that Kai has set you up with another very special vehicle for the occasion. TV legend Pontiac Firebird TA 1982. With that car, you'll enter this final decade
Firebird!
and ready to face anything.
Yes, I like Firebirds. My dad used to own, I think, either a 2006 or a 2009. I know it's something in the early aughts, but it was an awesome car. He actually had to fix it a couple of times. So my dad's actually been on the road 2 million plus miles, never had an accident that's technically been his fault. So, basically, for one, something that happened to his Firebird,
First steps in the 80s, huh? How does it feel?
his Firebird actually, he ended up having to wrap the back end of it behind a tree to avoid hitting somebody. Because they were, I don't remember the exact story, but I know that it was like he was trying to avoid them hitting them for some reason or another.
You don't want to get lost.
Thankfully, he didn't get hurt, no injuries. If anything, he just had to fix the back, so he had to do a lot of body work and stuff on that. And my dad used to be a mechanic too, so like I said, my granddad used to own his own shop. So when I say
Because
Grease
another
Monkey,
decade has passed, you now have access to ABS technology. I took care of all the tweaks. Let's see if you can make good use of it.
but yeah. But oh yeah, I mean Firebirds, Mustang. My dad had 2001 Mustang convertible. Honestly, my experiences with my dad and convertibles is why I don't like convertible cars. They sound cool, like the idea of like, oh, my hair in the wind. But the thing is, in practicality, convertibles aren't really that good cars.
Visibility's terrible
Because
here. Keep your eyes peeled.
it's actually very easy for the mechanisms on the tops to stop working. And they are very expensive to fix.
That atmosphere reminds me of some of the Hawaiian tales my parents used to tell me. The night marches, the Green Lady of Wahiwa, super creepy. Never heard these scary bedtime stories?
Actually, I have heard of the night marches. Where the spirits of the Hawaiian warriors of old march the beaches, and if you are not of their blood, they will kill you if you see them.
And some people think Hawaii's only sun, beaches, and rainbows. Look at this rough path and deep night.
But yeah. I actually used to ride a lot with my dad in his big rig. We'd be on the road for like months on a time when he was over the road. Nowadays, he does overnight freight, so he's home every night. Started doing that when I was around 16 years old. By that point, I was a slightly rebellious kid. That sort of thing. But Dad wasn't much around because his career course was military for 20 years. And then truck driver for 20 plus years, so...
And you know how famous this car is, don't
Well,
you?
truck driver for he started that probably right around when I was like 5, 32 now. Oh yeah, so like 20 plus years now. Whew, dang. I forgot how old I was. Like, it couldn't be that. Like, you're an old man now. God. Why do I feel so old? It was like 10 years ago when I was in freaking culinary school and stuff like that. Like, damn.
Well, it seems you made it through the night. Your destination's right in front of you.
Like, that's not fair. That's not fair. I wonder what vintage car they're gonna give us. I hope it's the Pontiac. If not, I'm gonna buy the freaking Pontiac in the game.
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver. This is it, time traveler. We're moving towards the final experience this voyage has to offer. A race between the 4 decades you have explored. The ultimate vintage showdown in an 80s feel.
Uh-oh. But, But yeah, I mean...
Don't ask me about the car. Kai did not reveal anything about it. I guess you'll find out on the starting grid.
Ooh, what car are we gonna be driving there? As we abuse Grandpa here to death. Please stop driving me. All you do is wreck me into everything. Me. But yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting concept. So what car? BLV 560 Ferrari F40. Ooh, the F40? That's an iconic one. Ooh, Shelby. Nice. But my biggest problem with Ferraris is they all sound like they have RC motors in it. Like a little toy remote car. When I think of my car, I want it to growl and sound like it's an actual... got a motor in it. When you're talking about like a sports car or
You got everything you need to race in tough conditions. Traction control, ABS, advanced NOS, and most importantly, a Ferrari F40, aka one of the most incredible cars of the 20th century.
right?
Give it everything you got.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Ferraris are one of the fastest and best known, like, supercars ever built, but still. The Ferrari. I just wish they didn't sound like RC toys. Which reminds me, I was actually watching a episode of Fast and Loud on Discovery Plus, because I have that, where they fix up a Ferrari F40 that got totaled, and they were almost in it like $1 million by the time they actually got it fixed up and ready to go, because all the parts had to be ordered from Italy and from Ferrari themselves, so very expensive. So even if you get a hold of something like a Ferrari that's been, you know, beat up or whatever, expect a bill trying to fix it.
Best cars from the 4 decades we've explored. Did you notice that, right?
Okay, now in the echo chamber, it sounds like an actual car.
They may not all have as much raw power as the F40 you're driving, but stay on your guard. Each and every one of these cars is a legend. You should know, you drove some of them.
But, I still can't get over that RC toy sound. Just, why? Why? Why does one of the most powerful cars on the planet have to sound like something I bought at Walmart for 20 bucks?
Here you are, the final charge of your time journey. Make it count.
Vroom. I mean, it's a great looking car. It's got everything else. It looks good. It's fast. But, damn, why does it have to sound like a freaking $20 RC toy? That's what it sounds like to me. As all the Ferrari fans just absolutely go live it.
Make sure to get your vehicle
Like, how dare you call it an RC toy? That's what it sounds like! Don't blame me that your favorite car sounds like something I bought at Walmart for the $20 shelf. There we go. No.
Award driver.
There's our Shelby Mustang GT500.
Time to head back to the container. There's one last car you haven't tried yet. The one you're taking home. Kai helped us choose it for you. I believe it's one of her all-time favorites. A Shelby Cobra 427
Wait, what?
from 1966.
A Shelby Cobra. So the thing that this is supposed to actually try to knock off as a Mustang. Like, oh my god. No. No. I mean, it's a badass freaking car, too. Like, the Shelby Cobra was one of the badass 1960 cars. Like, some of the most renowned action heroes and racer guys drove these things. They were fast little buggers. Steve McQueen used to drive one. Actually, he actually died in one. But dang. Like, these were definitely...
Playlist constraints removed. You can now experience it, driver. Let's roll towards a new playlist journey.
I mean, listen to that thing go. It's got some roar in it. Like, this is what people think of truly when they think of your classic sports car that's really freaking awesome. The pièce de résistance of the 1960s. Like, I mean, dang.
I hope you don't mind getting your rims dirty, driver. This playlist is going to be muddy.
I mean, you can hear that growl of that motor, too. She is old, but dang, does she still handle well.
Drivers on their own turf.
And she's got that growl, that awesome growl, too.
Other than racing across a variety of terrains, you'll also get the chance to try out a bunch of off-road vehicles.
I mean, it is kind of sad that you don't get a lot of recreations of these vintage cars, especially as the decades have gone on. And a lot of these vintage cars are now just off the road. They're no longer available. They don't work anymore. I mean, I get it. It would depreciate a lot of them, which might make a few people mad.
This time, you'll meet
But
Pierce,
I think
a British
there's
off-road
got to be a...
specialist invited by the Motorfest to help guide you through Hawaii's complex terrain.
But I would think that it'd be nice to be able to give next generation the opportunity to be able to drive these kind of cars.
He knows all about off-road environments.
That sound in that tunnel is an orgasm. Okay. I can forgive not getting a Pontiac for this. The Shelby Cobra is a fine chef kiss. Although I wonder if we can customize as everybody and their mother is like, no, yes, Okay, I feel better with the cover there. Yeah, and I like my cars with rooftops. I mean, listen to that carburetor.
At your side, you'll never get bored. He's
Brum,
extremely skillful,
brum.
enthusiastic, and just a little unpredictable.
I mean, I am loving this Cobra now. But you can see why so many people loved it back then. Just that growl of that engine, that superb sports car look and feel and action, man. It'd be so cool to kind of bring back something like a Shelby Cobra again. You know, start making new Shelby Cobras that have a little bit updated feel, yeah. But bring back that feel and that...
This island is often described as breathtaking. But I assure you, you haven't seen anything yet.
how awesome this car is. I mean, listen to that roar of that motor. That rivals any old Mustang any other damn week. Pardon my language, but damn.
Can you smell it? The promise of adventure in the air? I can't, of course. I'm an AI, but I bet you do.
So now we have to buy vehicles for before it'll let us play the playlist. Okay. So this must be the off-road section then, like the full-on off-road. Nice. Okay. Okay, we get it.
This is Off-Roading Addict, a series championship by Motorfest.
Okay. Fast travel to container unlocked. Okay.
To the next objective.
Okay, that's cute, but no. That's cute, but nah. Where's that Shelby? There you are.
The first
I'm not
step,
finished driving
a
this
quad race.
bad boy.
Perfect to get you into the swing of things.
The sweet, sweet lady of Vroom. Hello? Aww. I was about to say, don't tell me you're gonna make him drive the little freaking four-wheeler to all of these. Don't get me wrong, four-wheelers are cool, but they're not Shelby Cobra cool. But alrighty. Woo! This actually reminds me a little bit of the four-wheelers my dad and I used to own. Here we go. Yeah, this actually kind of does remind me a little bit of my Honda trike that I used to have. Goodness gracious, it does remind me of my childhood when I remember wishing and wanting to, where I would sit there and race in my own little like cups and stuff in my head as I did donuts in my parents' freaking yard. Driveway back in Wyoming. It's funny because my dad tried to... First time my dad tried to put me on a dirt bike, right? I'm scared to death of this thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. He says, okay son, don't give it too much throttle, be slow about it. First thing I do is I crank that sucker all the way back, bike goes flying with me under it, and I hit a tire and go flying with the bike on top of me. Thankfully I didn't get hurt. I got a little scratch on my leg, nothing catastrophic. So we put the dirt bike back in the shed basically. And then he gave me a motorcycle, strangely enough. So you'd think it'd be going about the same route as the dirt bike did, right? Surprisingly enough, no. I actually do pretty well on it. I actually learned to drive on that little Honda. And it was another big old Honda bike. Loved it.
No word from Pierce so far, but he'll get there. Told you, unpredictable.
So I pet it because it's in reach. You're in reach, therefore you get pets. Don't you know that by now?
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one.
Alright, well, this has been fun, guys, but I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. So, tell you what, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for when I'm next on. And hey, hopefully Trey will be back and up and running once he's back moved into his new home. And I'll see you again. Take care and stay safe, my friends.